Hello, teacher.
Hello, Joshua. Good evening.
Evening, teacher.
Okay, it's been so long. So, how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, that's great to know. So, tonight is the continuation of our class, and Joshua, you will be having your notebook. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so let me share my screen now to you. Okay, it's upside down again. So, here is the reading for today, concept 4. So, let me try to find the unit 1. Okay, here. So here is the unit 1 that is all about living in society. So as you can see here, there are some students using technology in the modern classroom. So how about you, Joe, Joshua? Do you also use technology inside your classroom?
Yes.
So what type of technology do you use?
Air conditioner.
Yes, an air conditioner, very good. But when it comes to studying, do you also use some laptops, tablet, or computers inside your
E-
classroom?
yes.
Oh, that's great. Because nowadays, we are living where technology is everywhere. Like what you said, you are also using an air conditioner. And that air conditioner help you to have a good environment or a better environment. Okay. Now, let's try to have the chapter 1 where we will be having learning through video games, fact or fiction. So
Yes.
so here, let's try to have some questions. So first one, did you ever use video games in school?
Video games?
Yes, a video games.
No.
No. So you didn't use it inside the classroom or in your school. How
Yes.
about, do you think they are useful in classroom?
E-
Do you think video games are useful inside the classroom?
yes.
Yes. Why do you think so?
Because it is fun.
Yeah, it is fun. Very good. On the other hand, video games is also good if they will going to use it to learn. Also, video game is also good if it will going to be a reward for those students who did great inside the classroom. It is like their what do you call it? Their reward on something. How about this one? Do you think children can learn from computer games?
Yes.
Okay, so why do you think so?
Mm,
You agree with on the on the on the thing that computer games can help children to learn. Why do you think so?
because it is helpful for learning.
Oh, it's helpful for learning. Okay, so be careful with that because some of the video games nowadays have is something that is cruel because some of the video games are all about fighting, are all about guns, right? But some of it are also about education. So some of it are helpful and some of it are not. All you need to do is to choose the better video games for learning. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So now let's try to move on with the facts that we will be having. Try to rotate this one. So here we will going to read about learning through video games, fact or fiction. So can you please try to read the first paragraph?
Yes. Uh, Video games are a major part of children's lives today, and they spend hours playing them. However, parents and teachers alike question the educational value of video games at home and in the classroom. Even more importantly, can playing video games, especially violent ones, actually be harmful to children? This chapter presents two articles with different perspectives on the topic.
Okay. So nowadays, as what I said earlier, we are living where there's a lot of technology everywhere. So especially those children are spending their hours playing video games. So that's why they come on a thought that they are questioning the educational value of video games at home and in the classroom. Because as what I said earlier, there are video games that are violent ones. And that might be actually harmful to children. Okay?
Yes.
Now, we will be having the two articles with different perspective of the topic about the video games that is being a fact and those video games that are being a fiction. So let's start with the first article. The first perspective, gaming to learn, do educational computer and video games lead to real learning gains? So this is written by the American Psychological Association. So can you please try to read the first and second paragraph?
Yes. Many of today's K-12 students are spending their class time and a lot of it exploring science and writing sentences through the website BrainPop. The website allows kids to watch movies, complete quizzes, and play games covering hundreds of topics with math, science, social studies, English, technology, art, music, and health. BrainPop is just one of the hundreds of educational game websites in a billion-dollar industry that is growing in popularity. Nearly 60% of teachers now use digital games at least weekly in teaching, with 18% using them daily. According to a nationwide survey of 488 K-12 teachers conducted by researchers at New York University and the University of Michigan. But despite the growing popularity of such games, research has yet to determine whether they really help children learn.
Okay, thank you for reading this. So nowadays, K to 12 students are spending their class time and a lot of it exploring science and different subjects like writing sentences through the website BrainPop. So BrainPop is a kind of website where students or kids allowed to watch movies. After watching movies, there are some certain activities like quizzes, play games covering hundreds of topics within math, science, social studies, English, technology, art, music, and health. So as you can see here, BrainPop is just one of the hundred of educational game website in a billion-dollar industry that is now growing in popularity. That's why nearly 60% of teachers now are using digital games like BrainPop to teach their students. And according to the nationwide survey of 488 K-12 teacher conducted by a researcher at New York in Michigan, but even though they did the research about it, they are not yet determined whether this kind of educational website really help the children to learn in school. So let's try to know more about it. Okay, can you please try to read the next two paragraphs?
Next paragraph.
Oh, one paragraph.
Over the past 20 years, scientists have conducted 9 major reviews of research on the effectiveness of educational computer and video games. Overall, they found that the research on games is highly diverse, is disorganized, and unfocused. Douglas Clark, PhD, professor of the learning science education at Vanderbilt University, says the research shows that games as a medium can be effective, but not always. Design is always what matters. Nobody assumes that all lectures, labs, or books are good simply because of their medium. Plus a PhD, a professor in NYU's Steinhardt School of Culture, Education and Human Development, and one of the study's lead authors agrees. We found that well-designed games can motivate students to learn less popular subjects, such as math, and that game-based learning can actually get students interested in the subject matter.
Okay, thank you for this. So, for over 20 years, scientists still have conducted 9 major reviews of research on how this website effectiveness of educational computer and video games. And overall, they found that the research on games is highly diverse. Okay, it's highly diverse, disorganized, and unfocused for students. So Douglas Clark, who is the professor of the learning science education, says that the research shows that games as a medium, okay, or as a tool, okay, medium or a tool can be affected, but not always. Design is really what matters. Nobody assumed that all lectures, labs, or books are good simply because of their medium. So, as you can see here, Douglas or the professor Douglas agreed to this one. Okay, it can be effective, but not always, because design is really what matters. Because if your if your work as a teacher, or if your, what do you call it, visual arts or visual materials are really attractive to student, they can learn from it. You can attract their attention from it. Okay, you don't need to use technology, or you don't need to use website every every day for your class, because it is not always effective. Okay, also, as you can see here, John Class, who is also the professor in NYU's, agrees to this author, because they found out that well-designed games can be motivated or motivate students to learn or less popular subjects like math, and that games-based learning can actually get students' interest in the subject. So all in all, this paragraph is mainly about the design that is really matter, because if the design of something is attractive to student, they can be motivated to learn. Okay,
Yes.
do you have any questions?
No.
No questions. Let's try to have now the next one. Let me try to rotate this one again. So how about the next one?
Mm,
Psychologist.
Psychologists are also studying a learning game for college students. A series of students are conducted by physical psychologist Art Gressa, PhD of the Institution for Intelligent Systems at the University of Memphis, and his colleagues who developed the game. They reported improvements in critical thinking skills among students at 3 different types of higher education institutions or community college. state university, and a private college. Every part of the game was backed by one or more principles of learning, says Grisser. That's different from a lot of American games that often try to improve motivation, but not learning. We really try to do both.
Okay, thank you for this one. So earlier, the last paragraph that you read is all about the design that matters because the designs are the one who attract student to motivate to learn. But in this one, as you can see, the psychologist emphasize or they try to improve or they like to improve the critical thinking skill among students at three different types of higher education institutions like a community college, a state university, and a private college. So a community college, state university, and a private college are the higher educational institutions. They also said that every part of games was backed by one or more principle of learning. That's different from lot of commercial games that often try to improve motivation, but not learning. They are really trying to do both, meaning the psychologists are trying to do both, which is the which is those those designs that matters that can motivate student, but even though they are also trying to learn or they are trying to do more to students to learn. Any question?
No?
Okay, this one is too long. You don't you can ask question anytime, okay? Now
Mm.
let's try to have the next one, the next article, the second perspective. Review finds video games review finds video games play may provide learning, health, and social benefits. So can you please try to read this one?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mm. Playing video games, including violent games, may boost children's learning, health, and social skills, according to a review of research in American Psychologist. The study comes out as debate continues among the psychologists and other health professionals regarding the effect of violent media and yes, while one view maintains that playing video games is intellectually lazy, such play actually may strengthen a range of cognitive skills such as spatial navigation, reasoning, memory, and perception. According to several studies viewed in the article, playing video games may also help children develop problem-solving skills. The more adolescents reported playing strategic video games, the more they improved in problem-solving and school grades the following year. Children's creativity was also enhanced by playing any kind of video game including violent games, but not when the children use other forms of technology, such as a computer or cell phone, other research revealed.
Okay, so mostly this article is all about playing video games that include violent games. So this article said that playing violent games may boost children's learning, health, and social skills. And according to this review um, um, of research in American psychologists, the study comes out as a debate and it continues among psychologists and other health professionals regarding to the effects of violent media on youth or on children's. While one view maintains that playing video games is intellectually lazy, such play actually may strengthen a range of cognitive skills such as spatial navigation, reasoning, memory, and perception according to the Cerebral Studies review in the article. On the other hand, playing video games may also help children develop problems solving. Also, they can also have a strategy on something, especially on video games. They might also improve problem solving and school grades the following year. On the other hand, they also said that children's creativity was also enhanced by playing any kind of video game, including violent one. So do you agree with this one? Playing violent games can improve children's learning, health, and social skills?
No,
No. Why do you think so?
because violence is not good.
Yes, violent is not good. But according to the research, it can help students. But let's try to know more about it. Okay, how about the last? It's okay. How about this one? Okay, I will just going to have this one for you because it's too long. You might be tired. So
Yes.
simply games that easy to access can be played quickly and can improve players' um, mood, promote relaxation, and ward off anxiety, the study said. If playing video games can simply make people happier, this seems to be fundamental emotional benefit to consider, said Isabel Granick, PhD of Radboud University in the Netherlands. So it's
Yes.
okay, so as you can see here, um, playing video games can simply change the player's mood, and it also promotes relaxation and ward of anxiety. On the other hand, authors are also highlighted or also I highlighted the possibility of the video games that are effective tools for learning resilience or flexibility in the face of failure. By learning to cope with ongoing failures in games, the author suggests that children build emotional resilience and they can rely all upon in their everyday life. So meaning, playing violent video games makes them stronger when it comes to real life. They are not getting emotionally weakened if there are a problem or something. Right? On the another hand, another stereotype the research challenges in the society socially isolated gamer. More than 70% of gamers play with a friend. Oh, so meaning they are being socialized through online. Multiple player games become virtual social communities where decisions need to be made quickly about whom to trust or reject and how to lead a group. The author said, people who play video games can encourage cooperation even if the games are violent, are more likely to be helpful. Meaning, even the games are violent, it helps you or it makes you to decide quickly. It also helps you to who you trust to and who are not, who will not going to trust you. Okay, so meaning it helps you to decide on a good way and a bad way. Okay, that's why it's stereotype. So let's try to have the last one. So so long. Okay. How about this one? Can you read the last one?
Mm. To others while gaming than those who play the same games competitively, a recent study found. Perhaps a compromise between the two perspectives is to have adults monitor or screen video games before allowing younger children to play them. Another helpful strategy is to limit how much time children are allowed to play the games each day. A day. Finally, adults, especially parents, and discuss the video games with their children and explain why some games are better to play than others.
Okay, so on the last paragraph, perhaps a compromise between two perspectives is to have adults monitor or screen video games before allowing younger children to play them. Because nowadays, children can open some games easily, especially the violent one. That's why they try to tell the adults to monitor the screen of their children. Okay. Another helpful tips is that to limit how much time children are allowed to each play the games each day, because on the first paragraph they said that they can play every time they want, but on this one they are trying to help by limiting the time on playing video games. Any questions?
No.
No. So if you don't have any questions, we will be having now the next page, which is this one. Okay. True or false? Again, you need to check true if your answer is true and false. If false, and if your answer is false, you need to make it correct. Okay,
Yes.
let's start with one.
With most research shows that playing video games help children. Yes.
Yes, it's true. Number
Yes.
two.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true. How about number two?
A majority of K-12 teachers use video games in the classroom. Yes.
Yes, also good. Number three.
All video games motivate the students to learn less popular subjects. No.
No. All,
False.
all video games motivate students to learn less popular subjects. Less popular subjects like math.
Yes.
Yes, so the answer is true. Like that's why they use website or online websites to motivate students to learn the less popular subjects like math. Now, how about number four?
Number 4. Some video games can can improve critical thinking skills in college students. Yes.
Yes, I agree. Very good. So let's try the half number five.
Playing violent video games decreases children's ability to learn.
Playing violent video games decreases.
False.
Yes, it's
False.
false. Why is it false?
Increase.
Yeah, it increases, not decreases. Very good. Number six.
Most video gamers play video games alone. No, I think.
Yeah, it's false. Because most video gamers play video games with other, like in group or in multiple. That's why they said that playing video games can also enhance our social skills. Okay. How about number seven?
Number 7. Parents and teachers should pay attention to which games the children are playing. Yes.
Yes. That's why they recommend that they should monitor their children's screen and also limit the time they gave on playing video games.
Yes.
Okay, how about you? Do you also like to play video games?
Yes.
What
Very
type?
much.
Very much. Wow. So what type of video games do you play?
Time of video games.
What type of video games or what video games do you play?
Brawl Stars.
Wow. What else?
Only that.
Only that. Oh, okay. Is it violent?
No.
Oh, that's good. Now, let's try to move in now with the next one or next page, which is this one. So we will going to circle the correct numbers of each questions. Okay. Do you have your book?
Yes.
That's great. So number one, it is about lines 2 to 4. What does the word alike means?
Alike means. Um. Alike means is the same.
Very good, the same. How about letter B? Specifically means
Especially is especially.
specifically. Specifically means what?
Only. Especially.
Okay, especially. Okay. Now let's try the half number 2. In the question that introduced the first perspective, learning gains means what?
Learning gains is improvements in learning.
Very good, because the word gains is like gaining. Okay, you are gaining something. Very good. Number 3, line 6 to 7. K to 12 students are who?
Uh, all of the above.
Very good. All of the above. So meaning from kindergarten to high school. Now,
Yeah.
let's try the half number 4. $1 billion industry. What does it mean?
Mm. A business that makes a lot of money.
A business that makes a lot of money. Are you sure with your answer?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So how about you? Do you also want to work in $1 billion industry?
Yes.
Why?
I want to have many money.
Oh, really? That's why you want to work on this kind of industry. Yeah, many people would rather choose to work on this one. Now, let's try the half number 5. In lines 15 to 17, what does the although, how about letter B?
But despite the growing popularity of such games, research has yet to determine whether they really help children learn. This sentence means research has determined.
Research has not yet determined whether they really help children to learn.
Has active research has not determined if video games really help children learn.
Very good. That would be number 2. Now, let's try to have the next one. Let me try to rotate this one again. Okay, here is number 6. In lines 19 to 20, this sentence means that the research on game is what? 19 to 20.
90 to 20. This sentence means that the research on games is important. Easy to understand. Wait,
Is
teacher.
okay. You can try to read it first.
Disorganized and unconfused. Easy to understand.
Yes, easy to understand. Very good. How about in line 22? Medium wins. What is the word medium means?
Size.
Size. Now, how about in line 26? Motivate means what?
Encourage.
Encourage. Boost means what?
Increase.
Good job. In lines 40 to 41, what does the word debate means?
Disagreement.
Yes, you have a disagreement about something. That's why you are debating on it. So what
Yes.
is this debate about? In line 40 to 41, what does this debate about?
The effects of spending too much time playing video games.
Okay, did you read it?
Yes.
Okay, let me see. Wait for a moment, okay? 40. The study comes out that as a debate continues among psychologists and the other health professionals regarding the effects of violent media on youth. Okay, let's see the one again. What is the debate all about?
The benefits.
Are you sure?
Three.
Yeah, it's 3. The result of violent games on young people or youth. Now, let's have number 11. In lines 42 to 44. In this sentence, what does the word view means?
A few.
View.
A view. Seen.
Okay, very good. Seen. How about letter B? Cognitive skills.
Thinking skills. Thinking skills.
Okay.
Thinking.
Yeah, it's thinking. Very good. How about number 12? In line 48, what does the word enhance means?
Improved.
Improve. Okay. We have a lot more here. Okay, number 13. Ward off means what?
Ward off.
Yes? In line 51 to 55.
Not turn off and protect against.
Yes, it is protect against or prevent something. How about the word fundamental?
Necessary.
Okay. Playing simple games can have a fundamental emotional benefit.
If the game make the player feel happy. Happy?
Okay, very good. Now let's have number 14. So in line 56 to 59, what does the word resilience means?
I don't know the meaning of resilience.
Resilience? So resilience is an ability to recover or adjust.
Recover.
Yes, recover. For example, you transfer to another school. So you need to be resilient and you need to recover or adjust in your new environment. Okay?
Recover.
Yeah, recover. Very good. How about letter B? What does the word cope means?
Learn.
Huh?
Manage.
Yeah, it's manage. Okay, let's try to finish until 16. So a socially isolated gamer is someone who is what?
Plays video games alone.
Very good. Do most player or gamer play alone or with a friend?
With a friend.
Okay. So what does two people or two groups promised when they blank.
Negotiate and reach an agreement.
Very good. How about the word monitor?
Stop something.
Monitor.
Understand something. Check on something.
Check on something. You are monitoring someone's movement, or you are tracking someone's movement.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions?
No.
Okay, so that will be all for today's for tonight's class. So thank you, Joshua, and have a good night. Bye bye.
Bye bye, teacher.
Thank you.